Hey guys, I'm Nikola.
And I'm Taylor, and welcome to our first episode of CCO Talents. Today we're joined with a TY student in our school, Cormac Clancy. So,
Hello.
Cormac, what brings you here today?
I'm here today because I compete in Taekwondo.
Well, how long have you been practicing Taekwondo?
I think I've been practicing Taekwondo just coming up on about 10 years. I started around 5, about 10 years.
And what motivated you to keep going?
I think what motivated me to keep going in Taekwondo, not drop out, it would probably be seeing most of my teammates show up every single day and just being consistent with their training. I wanted to keep up with them.
And how often do you train?
Yeah, so I train 6 days a week and I take one rest day. My training is kind of built around just a lot of explosive work. So between when I'm in the gym lifting weights, I try and keep, the movements really explosive and really fast, just to keep my muscles like primed and always ready for a competition. But I would do a lot of running and a lot of like cardio work as well, not only to keep my weight down for competitions, but to also, keep my fight cardio up and to always stay fit in between competition.
That must be a lot of work. I can imagine that's very tiring. But what made you start Taekwondo in the first place?
Funnily enough, it was somebody dropped a poster into my primary school and I think I just saw it on the wall and I said, that looks cool, I might have to try that out.
So the next day you just showed up?
I just showed up to training and I fell in love with the sport ever since.
What's your experience with competitions?
Yeah, so my experience with competitions would be, I'd definitely be nervous coming up to competitions and coming up to fights. But as soon as I get into the arena, I'm a lot more relaxed because I'm in like an environment that I'm used to and that I just love the sport. Like, I just had a voice crack.
It's fine.
It's okay. But do you have any upcoming competitions?
Yeah, so my next competition coming up will be the World Championships. It starts on Wednesday next week and I'm leaving Sunday night with the Irish team to Croatia. But other than that, I think I have my All-Irelands will be on about 2 weeks after that competition.
Is it just you who's going or is it also other team members?
Yeah, from my club I'm the only person that'll be leaving with the Irish team, but we have a big squad going with the national team to Croatia.
That's impressive and that's exciting.
Are all your club mates jealous that you're going to Croatia?
I wouldn't say they're jealous. They are pushing me on, they are helping me with my training, they're supporting me through it all. But they're just not as lucky to have qualified, and in their groups it's a very tough people. But I do believe that they're good enough to get onto a national team, and they're good enough to qualify for world and European level championships.
That's very mature. Would you say you're the best though?
I never like to say I'm the best. I mean, it's good to have an ego when you're competing, but I think when you're training, you need to train like you've never won, and just always show up and just train like you never won and compete like you've never lost, really.
That's a
kind of
fantastic
my motto.
mindset.
Very humble.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Who did you build that mindset for yourself?
Yeah, it kind of just developed on me when I started taking Taekwondo a lot more seriously and competing at the European level. But see, it could have been influenced as well by some of my teammates that are on the national team. A lot of them do have that mindset, and that's how they're all winning all their competitions and how they're so good.
Do you love winning?
Yeah, I definitely love winning. That feeling when you're standing on top of a podium with a gold medal around your neck, it's unstoppable, especially when you're at a world level, and you just beat people from all over the world. Say, like, I have Japan in my first round, so to beat them would be an amazing achievement.
Yeah, no, I can only imagine. But what's your greatest achievement then?
My greatest achievement so far would probably be winning a bronze medal at the European Championships. I fought Spain in my first round and Bosnia in my second round. I won over both of them, but unfortunately I did lose to Ukraine in the quarterfinal, or the semi-final, sorry. And I came home with a bronze medal from my first ever European competition. I was happy enough with that. So yeah.
That's very impressive.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So what belt are you currently?
Yeah, so currently I'm a first degree black belt. I think I graded about a year ago, last summer, maybe. Yeah, last summer for my first degree black belt.
Impressive.
What's your favourite technique?
My favourite technique in sparring would definitely be, it's called the Bande Dolio in Korean. What it is it's like a reverse kind of roundhouse kick. and you just spin your back leg around and just try and hit the opponent.
But how do you stay calm and focused during a match?
I think trying to stay calm and focused and just focusing on being calm, we'll say, when you're in a match, it's a lot harder than a lot of people would think. But for me, when I'm competing, it just comes to me like that. You know, I'm nervous as like at the back of the ring. I'm nervous when I'm just talking to my coach, nervous when I'm about to start. But as soon as that referee says go, everything just clears out of my head and it's just another normal sparring round. So I wouldn't have a problem with staying calm and focused, but the nerves do get to me a lot of the time.
And do you find it hard to make weight for competitions?
Yeah, I find it extremely difficult making weight for competitions. I think I did it the wrong way. I tried to cut weight instead of fighting at my natural weight. And, you know, it can lead to a lot of problems, but for me to fight at the level of, we'll say, people that are my age and weight, it has to be done. But yeah, it is hard. It's very hard, a lot harder than a lot of people would think.
Is that the worst part of training, like getting ready for a match and cutting down on the weight?
Yeah, in my eyes, it would probably be the worst part of training. And I wouldn't say Taekwondo because, well, you can fight at whatever weight category you like. This is a choice that I made. But I hate doing it. Like, it's the worst part of my fight camp and my training. I just hate it.
Have you ever not made weight?
Yeah, I didn't make weight once, but when you if you don't make weight, you get an hour to go and cut weight and try and make weight the second time. So luckily I made weight the second time, but I was fighting at 50 kg and I think I weighed in at like 50.6 on the on the day of the weigh-in, and they gave me an hour to go lose it. So I just put on a lot of clothes and went for a run. Just tried to sweat it out.
Dedication.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give someone who wants to start Taekwondo?
I would say go for it. Like, I think it's extremely beneficial, especially for your mind, not only physically. Like, the discipline you gain from doing a martial art, whether it's Taekwondo, it could even be something like boxing or all of them, the combat sports, the dedication you gain from it and the discipline. Like, I find that, like, I'm carrying my discipline from Taekwondo into everyday life, whether it be my diet or like my studies or everything. It just carries in. But I think combat sports in general are extremely beneficial for anyone, whether you're a child of 5 years old or you're 30 and you want to start it. So I think everybody should train a combat sport.
So you'd recommend it for all ages?
Oh, 100%, all ages.
Have you ever thought about switching to another type of, like...
Yeah, see, I think what is in my mind now is obviously just all Taekwondo, you know, be a world champion, train, everything like. But maybe when I'm maybe 19, 20 or even older, I might try and cross over to other combat sports to give them a try and just see how well I can get in that other combat sport.
Are you planning to continue it then?
Oh, 100%. Until I retire, it'll definitely be Taekwondo. You know, I love the sport. I wouldn't be able to live without the sport. I can't see myself not training Taekwondo.
Do you think it's had a big impact on your life?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's had Taekwondo is the only thing that kind of kept me away from trouble and kept me off of, you know, hanging around streets. Not that everybody who does that is bad, but there is a lot of trouble on the streets, and Taekwondo just kept me disciplined enough to stay off of the streets and pick the right people to hang around with.
So Cormac, thank you so much for joining us today, and it was a pleasure interviewing you.
Thank
you.
you.
We learned a lot about Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Are we going to consider joining?
Probably not. How about you?
I don't think I will either, but it was interesting hearing about it.
Yeah. Thanks for everyone watching.
Guys, hit the bell!
Smash that subscribe button!
And stay notified!
Stay tuned for next week's episode!
Bye!
Bye!